back to A Dose of Dami. So today on this video, we're going to be going over my Ottoman / memory box, just to shed some more positive light, especially with this whole pandemic and us not being able to do much around the house. So today I'm going to be showing you my memories and just come along with me, and you might get to know a little bit of stuff about me as well. So let's get right to it. So the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is Bulldog Saves the Day. This was my very first play. I think I first performed it 7th grade in junior high. This is the program right here. It's kind of faded, of course, but yes, my very first play. This is the script right here. I actually still have the script. This is another thing that you should know about me. I keep a lot of stuff, which is, I feel like it's pretty good, to look back on as well and see how much you've grown. But I still have the script. As you can tell, it's very worn out. I still have some of my lines highlighted in there. It's quite a bit. So yes, it's a lot. But yeah, this was a very good play. And actually, I have a funny story. Not really funny, but it's actually a really good story. So I was very shy. We actually just moved to Katy my 6th grade year, and I think this was my 6th grade year, but my 7th grade year I started to get into theater. So when we moved here, I was kind of shy. I didn't really know anyone, and then my mom was like, "Oh, I think you should try theater." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I wanted to get into some type of art because to build my confidence and stuff. So I was just thinking about doing that. And then I'm pretty sure, I'm still really not so sure, this was a long time ago. I think it was 6th or 7th grade when I auditioned for this play, actually, Bulldog Saves the Day. I auditioned for a certain part, and I did my best, and then when I realized I didn't get a callback, or I didn't get an actual part in the play, of course I was really sad, and I was like, okay, there's nothing really else out there for me. So I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, well, what you could do, she suggested this to me. She was like, what you could do is you could go to your theater teacher and ask her if there's anything else that you can do to get a part or to add an extra part in the play. Of course, I was hesitant. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Because one, I'm going to feel like I'm begging, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair to the rest of the other people who probably worked really hard to get a part in the play. So I was contemplating on thinking about doing it, and I did it, and she got me an extra part in the play. Like, she added an actual character in the play. My character's name was Petty, P-E-T-T-I, but full name was Pedicure. It was like a lot of puns in this play, so it was pretty comedic, but it was an amazing play overall. I met so many people. I still know a lot of good friends that I know today, all the way up to high school, and some in college as well. But I was just very grateful for that part, and theater has been a part of my life ever since 7th grade up until 12th grade. And I'm still a theater kid at heart. I'm not majoring in theater, of course. I'm a pre-nursing major, but theater is still in my heart. I still love musicals. I still love watching plays, anything like that. So yes, that's pretty much how I got to be a theater kid. So the second thing that I want to show you is another play. It's called The Audition. This was at my same junior high, McDonald Junior High. This was a really good play as well. I don't think I want to go over the rest of the plays. I don't think you guys want to see the rest of the plays, but let's see. There's another one. This is a Girl Scout, like, little poem or something. This was, I think, when I was in elementary school. This is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's probably really faded too. But it says, I will do my best to be, I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, be a sister to every girl. So, about this, it's called the Girl Scout Law. That's what it was. It was covering up the Girl Scout Law. But yeah, I have a funny story about Girl Scouts too. I will never ever in my life go camping. I might, depending on, I don't know. I just can't. But yeah, I got another story to tell y'all. So Girl Scouts, it was amazing while it lasted. I think I was in it for a year, maybe after, I don't know, I think it was a year. But I was pretty young, and we went on a camping trip. This was one of the big trips that we went on, and it was very, very horrendous. My first ever camping trip. In general, I'm just gonna list out some of the pointers. So I ran into a banana spider. It was like one of these porta potties. It was like a brown wooden porta potty. And we were actually in the middle of the woods. Let me tell you that. We were in the middle of the woods. Brown porta potty just wanted to use the restroom. Turned around and saw a big yellow banana spider. It was huge. I'll post a picture of one right here. Very, very huge. I didn't even want to sit on the toilet. I kept looking back at it and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, no. And I don't even like messing with bugs. I'm not a bug person. I'm not even a nature person in general. But I think I needed to do this to receive a badge. So I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. Let me experience this whole camping thing. But yes, I did it. But that was one incident. The second incident that happened, which is I think the last one, but the very, very huge one, was it was raining. It was really, really bad that night. It was super dark too. But we were all in our little cabins and everything, and our tents or whatever. I think I was pretty much in a cabin. But yeah, I was just in there sleeping, getting ready to go to sleep, until this one girl, she walked in. And let me tell you, this whole setting was a hot mess in general. I was on my bed. There's a daddy long leg up above me. There was bugs, on the floor and stuff. It was just horrible in general. But this girl, she walked through the cabin. Guess what happened? She stepped in a pile of fire ants. Yes, stepped in a pile of fire ants. And then she went around just screaming and stuff. And I turned around and I said, what's going on? And I just saw her whole leg from her foot all the way up to like halfway about to her leg, fire ants. She was shaking them off and I was like, oh my God. So like I was panicking and like I ran, telling you, it was wet outside, wet and dark. I ran to get the leaders. My mom was chaperoning on this trip as well. So I ran to get her. I ran to get everybody. I said, guys, there is an emergency. One of the girls stepped in a pile of fire ants. So yeah, that happened. And the morning after, I think we left the morning after because it was just really bad, the weather and everything. I was just really glad that we left as soon as possible because I'm black. I'm not trying to stay, I'm not trying to get caught up in all that stuff in general. So I was like, this is my last time going camping. Too much stuff going on. So I'm just glad I will never have to experience that ever again. Hopefully not. So yes. Okay. So let's see what other things I had in my memory box. Okay. So this is a monologue. So monologues were a bit tricky for me. A monologue is pretty much a short script that you have to memorize. That's a part of like a play or a movie or something like that. And this was actually an audition monologue that I chose to do. It was called Day of Liberation. This was an audition for the Morton Ranch High School Theater when I was like in 8th grade. And at McDonald Junior High, I was in 8th grade, and I decided to audition for Morton Ranch High School's theater program. And I had to say this monologue. And I think I did pretty good. I don't remember it too well. I really don't remember how the audition went too well. But I think I did pretty good overall. I mean, I've been in theater all 4 years of high school. So, of course, it probably went well. But yeah, it was definitely a lot. I was shocked that I had to memorize all this, but I did it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I actually didn't like monologues with a passion. They were okay for me, but it was just a lot of breaking down and making sure you know pretty much what you're talking about and how to act well upon it, along with emotions and stuff like that. So yeah, monologues were pretty good. A little bit. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the Dracula play that I was in. Amazing. Loved it. And I just love the whole cast and crew in general. I have these little bats right here. This is my name, Dominique. And then I have like someone attached. Great show. People could attach messages or anything. No, after the show, just for support for us as well. And then we'll have a little pin right here, a little Dracula pin. But yeah, that show was amazing. I was attendant number 1, I think number 1. But yeah, shout out to Tanner, who was attendant number 2. Just in general, it was an amazing play. But yeah, I love theater so much. Even if it's the smallest role or the biggest role that I'm in, like, it's just great to have a family who relates to you and who you can always talk to pretty much, you know, whatever you're going through in theater, because we're all going through that same, you know, situation, you know, whether it's memorizing lines or, you know, just learning a certain dance move or a certain music or anything like that. So I loved theater, loved it with a passion, and I still always have it in my heart. So the next thing that I want to talk about is my volunteering experience. My volunteering experience, I volunteered, I think, here I go again, hearing stuff. Starting in 2018, that's when I started volunteering, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2018, in October, I think. Started volunteering at Texas Children's Hospital. Like I said, I'm a pre-nursing student, and I wanted to get experience, you know, of how it would be like to work in a hospital surrounding an environment. So, I volunteered there for about a year, or close to a year, October, and then I stopped around July of 2019. That experience was really great in general. I loved, you know, I did certain things. I cared for babies. It was a little program where you get to watch kids while their parents were in like another meeting room, just pretty much talking about like parenting and parenthood and just, you know, how to be an amazing parent in general. The second thing was working in the nurse unit. I loved that. It was so awesome. There's one story I have to tell where this child, of course it was a baby, but the baby was just left there, and I had to care for it for the rest of my shift. I think I had like 4-hour shifts every now and then, every other day of the week. But yeah, I had to care for the baby. I had to just kind of like sit there and watch it. And every now and then when the doctor came to give the baby their formula, and I think they said that the mother wasn't, just dropped the baby off or something like that. It was weird, but I was just honored to be able to watch the baby and hold him, and it was just an amazing experience. And I personally want to work in the NICU, which is a neonatal intensive care unit. So I'm very excited about that. I love babies so much. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But volunteering in general was just amazing. Towards the end, I worked with this one service unit. I think her name was, her name was Miss Karen, but she worked with this general services, pretty much just like giving food to patients or making sure they need anything, like any toiletries or anything like that, just going around to different units and rooms. And I also worked along in the playroom as well. So I was in different areas every now and then, but I'm just like I was super excited to go and volunteer there every chance that I could get. And I was just really grateful and happy to be able to share the experience with the nurses and tell them about my journey and how I want to become a nurse as well. So the next thing that I want to talk about is my senior prom at Morton Ranch High School. Yep, I think the theme was Pandora's Box, but this was a great prom. It was awesome. It was a really good prom. I liked it in general. Me, I'm not really much a person to go out like that. Still working on it. Still working on not being an introvert, which is difficult at times. But yeah, the prom was amazing. I have a few pictures right here. Probably gonna post some videos right here. But yes, I am just like, it was amazing. And, you know, just seeing my friends all dressed up and everyone, like, when I walked in, not to toot my own horn, but when I walked in, y'all will see the evidence from the pictures and the videos. But when I walked in, everyone was like, who is that? Oh my God, is that you, Dominique? Oh my God, you look so cute. Like, you look really good. And I was like, thank you so much. Of course, I wasn't one to, you know, just, you know, brag too much or anything, but I do look good. I'm not even one to dress up like that. Like, I've dressed up really, really light, but I don't put on makeup. As you can see, I don't put on makeup unless it's like a formal event, but I like having like a bare natural face anyways. Face looks good, as you can see. Clear skin gang. But in general, yes, the prom was amazing. I would also want to relive that night as well. It was fun, super, super fun. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for my memory box. I have a lot of other stuff. There was birthday cards and personal letters, but that other stuff, y'all don't want to hear about that. And it was just, it's a lot of stuff too personal anyway. Yeah, I am really, really happy that you guys came across this video. Hopefully you guys can be able to share your memory box or share your memories that have happened before this coronavirus, just to shed some more of a positive light onto, you know, your channel or whatever it is. But I'm so grateful that you guys came by to stop by. Hopefully came by to stop by. What? But yeah, anyways, hopefully this can be like a trend or anything on YouTube. Hopefully I'll put like a hashtag down below. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.